much different does this NFC Championship game feel for you than it did last year?
I mean, there's differences and similarities, I think, for us, just continuing to have the mindset of one day at a time, one practice at a time, and then going out and executing no matter what the situation is. Obviously, our sense of urgency is extremely high, and love the way we've been practicing all week and excited to go.
Personally, for you were here for a half a season last year, and this year you've been here the entire season. Does it give you a different perspective on it at all?
I think just having familiarity with the guys and being there all off season and going through training camp with them, going through the highs and lows with everybody, definitely more comfortable and just with more time and more experience with all these guys, definitely means a lot.
How boost is it to get Deebo, even just on a limited basis, back in practice today?
That's awesome. Anytime he's out there, he brings a extra set of juice that is hard to mimic without him.
You learned about George being his teammate for the last year plus.
George is unbelievable, man. He's someone that's I think the best tight end in the league, and somebody who does everything right, whether it's blocking, receiving, blocking downfield. His leadership's great, and he's tough as ever. He play through anything and find any way to get on that field with his guys, and so I have the utmost amount of respect for him, and really glad that I get to be his teammate.
In this last game, you had 17 carries against Green Bay. In an ideal world, how many times would you like to tote the rock?
As many as it takes to win. I've had games where you have 10 carries, have games where it's 30. For me, it's not about the touches, it's about making them count. And, some games, carries a lot of times are dependent on, one, how well we're running the ball, and two, what the defense is giving you. And so for me, I just try to make every single touch count, no matter if it's a carry or pass or if I'm blocking, if whatever it may be, you just got to execute on that play.
What do you see from the Lions' front seven? Statistically, they're real good against the run.
Say that one more time.
From the Lions' front seven, statistically, they're good against the run.
Yeah, they're extremely tough. They play hard, they fly around, they're physical. I think they give you a lot of different looks. They pressure a lot. So I think a lot of guys get confused sometimes and, where they're coming from. But overall, it's a great defense that plays really hard, and it's no shock they're here.
His game has drawn some comparison to yours. Just what do you see out of him in his rookie
Well,
year?
sorry, what was that first part?
Jahmyr Gibbs, his game has drawn some comparisons to yours. Do you have any advice for a young running back in this league?
Yeah, just keep doing what he's doing. He's a stud, man. Been a lot of fun to watch. I remember watching him in college. Just an exciting player, and somebody who's going to be great for a really long time. So both those backs there, I have a lot of respect for, and the way they run. They're fast, physical. They can break tackles, catch the ball, whatever it is. So I just have a lot of respect for him.
What have you learned running behind Trent Williams? And from your view, how does a man that size move the way he does?
I've learned it's really fun to run behind Trent, and I have no idea how somebody that big moves like that. I've yet to figure that out.
Just in your
Any NFL MVP
a little extra
award is
juice
for
going on.
Whoa.
quarterbacks only.
Sorry.
People joke that the NFL MVP award is a quarterback award. So what do you think about a running back being a finalist this year?
Yeah, all the awards are great. I think, when you're this far into the season and you're playing for an NFC championship, it's hard to think about anything else but that. Obviously, those things are cool, but I don't think they touch how meaningful it would be to win this game and have an opportunity to go on to the next. But it's definitely an honor to be mentioned in that conversation. Definitely an honor.
Christian, does it feel like any other week, or is there extra juice going on a lot?
I think you prepare just like any other week. I don't think you do more, but I think the natural emotion of this week has everybody pretty amped up, ready to go.
Any emotions from last year's NFC Championship game into this one, knowing just how you guys just really didn't get a shot? And did that fuel you and stick with you through this year just to get back here for that?
I think, last year was last year, this year's this year. I think we're exactly where we want to be, with a chance to win an NFC championship at home. And, I don't think we're thinking about last year at all. We're just focused on this week and doing everything possible to go out there and win.
Christian,
there was a great photo of you and Tara Vanderveer, I think earlier this week. What was it like to meet up with her? Is she a big football fan? Is she giving you tips out there?
Yeah, she's a legend. Obviously, just became the winningest coach and being a Stanford coach. So I would watch her when I was back in college and watch her team. So when I saw her, she had the jacket on with all the wins. So I had to go up and say hi, and she was awesome.
George Kittle talks about that, kind of the interchangeability of you and Deebo and how it affects defenses. I know you're maybe not seeing it in real time. When you watch the tape, how much does it make a difference when you are both on the field together in terms of the way, even if you're not getting the ball, how it might influence the defense?
Yeah, I think it influences the defense a lot. I think, in order to do that, you kind of have to have the right mentality. And I look at the way that guys like him and Ayuk and Juwan and George and Juice, how everybody kind of commits to doing their job whether they have the ball or not. So in order for it to really have an effect, you have to do things right when you have the ball and when you don't have the ball. And he's a good example of that. And even if he's just in motion, getting people to put their eyes on him, because you never know, when he has the ball in his hands, it's pretty scary.
Minicamp, it seemed like you were on a totally different speed than almost everybody else on the field. Is this team kind of like on a mission based on the way last year ended to finish the deal and take those 2 extra steps?
Yeah, definitely. I think going back to the first day of OTAs, we definitely had a salty taste in our mouth from last year, and we knew how good this team can be, and teams like this don't always come around. So to have it and to have this opportunity and to be in the position we're in, the sense of urgency is definitely high.
Both you and Kyle expressed that Detroit causes confusion up front. How do they do that? What do they do to cause confusion?
I just think, the different stunts and blitzes that they do, and they bring a lot of different people, and they do it fast. So that would probably be the biggest thing. Appreciate it, guys.
Let's go CFC, baby! All day long, baby! Let's go CFC!